Kyle Buettner is a board op producer here at the Big 550 KTRS. You worked with John Carney for a number of years, right?
Yes, for long enough.
And you survived that experience.
So far.
Now you're working with Scott Sherman for the Scott Sherman Files.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a Iraqi war veteran?
Yeah.
Two terms?
Yeah.
Two terms. And you're from Waterloo, Illinois?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you, just out of curiosity?
28.
28. You're married how long?
A while.
Okay.
6 years, I think.
Any kids?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Still
No.
trying, though.
Practicing.
Okay.
You've done a lot.
All right.
And you're
That's
just
done a lot.
28.
Yeah, absolutely. Two-time veteran of the Iraqi War. And then I find out you're a beekeeper?
I'm a hobbyist beekeeper, getting into it. I got the suit
this is
and everything.
something new for you.
Yeah, it's very new. I've got the suit and everything.
Okay, first of all, you said, that looks like fun.
Yeah, basically. I was like, well, why wouldn't you want to get dressed up and have thousands of bees swarming you?
Where did you get the idea you want to be a beekeeper?
My dad brought it to me. One of his friends had been doing it for years, and we kind of went out and checked this guy's operation out, and I went, it's not the worst thing I've done.
Now, there was a story a couple of years ago that bees were dying off.
Yeah, colony collapse is what they call it.
Yeah.
Beecopolis.
Yeah. So, how's that going? Are you?
Well, the biggest thing I've seen it is I was supposed to have 5 more colonies by now, and every week they keep telling me they're getting pushed back because of the supply and demand. People are ordering them like crazy, and there has been an uptick in people like myself just starting this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you start a beehive?
Well, you get these bee boxes. They're called hive boxes, and there's frames in them, and there's 10 frames that you put a foundation on that they build on. And then you can either order a package of bees, and they come in the mail. UPS will deliver a package of bees.
Really?
Yes. That you show up, apparently, and spray sugar water on them. Or you can split a hive of a existing hive you have. You take basically some of the frames out of the box, put them in a new box, introduce a new queen,
Right.
and then you have another one.
Where do you get the queens from?
They have...
Clementine. Hey-oh!
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Where do you get the queens from?
You can order those too. They have queen banks. These people, I mean, queens are like $25 a pop, which is, I mean, for something you can squish pretty easy.
Is it one queen per box?
Yeah. No, she's a little bit of a hussy sometimes. She goes for one mating flight, apparently, and then she's just reproduces 1,000 to 3,000 eggs per day when she's going along at full tilt.
1 to 3,000?
That's what I mean, I haven't counted them, but that's what everything I've read about them.
Wow.
And so what are you doing with that? So how many beehives, how many boxes do you have?
Right now, like I said, I've been waiting on 5 more. I've just still got the one going.
You got
so
the
far.
one box. So what do you do with it? You just sort of look at it?
Yeah,
I mean-
basically. You take it off and you look and you're like, oh, yeah, they're still alive. You want to look and make sure she's still laying eggs.
Right.
Because if there's not a queen anymore, you have to get another one or hopefully.
Because the males follow the queen wherever she goes, right?
The males are completely useless. They're drone bees, and all they do is have the mating flight with the queen. And then after that, they just wait around until the winter. And in the winter, all the female worker bees will kind of like, they say sometimes they'll kill them off if they think the food supply is not strong enough to make it through the winter with these drones. Because they can always make more drones. That's the easy
They kill
part.
them off?
Well, they just kind of say, don't come back inside the hive, and then, I mean, that's going to happen.
Man, it is like hardcore, isn't
These
it?
things don't mess around.
Does
They're
all female bees become queens?
No, only one. So like there's 40,000, I think, bees in a hive on average is what things I've read, and you got one queen.
Right.
And then the other 30, however many thousand are female worker bees, and then you got some drones in there too.
Do the female worker bees, do they lay eggs and
No.
reproduce?
Just
no,
the queen.
everybody works around the queen.
That's how it should be.
How much honey are you producing here?
On average, what I've been told is a good hive will be 50 pounds. If you have it's all about the food sources, what everybody's been telling me and what I've been reading about. So if you get close to a really good food source, you'll have more honey. And if you put them out in the Sahara, you're going to have less.
Meaning around flowers where they have pollen.
Exactly. The State Department plants clover in the medians, and they don't cut it right away. And if you can get somewhere close to that, you can apparently get a really nice honey flow out of that. I assume sometimes your windshield's going to take a few hits with flying across the median.
So the bees go to the clovers, get the pollen, bring it back to the hive, and it turns into honey.
Exactly.
Now, are you harvesting the honey at all?
Yeah, once you put once you get the 2 deep boxes at the bottom, that's what they get. So throughout the winter, they'll be eating off of that.
Okay.
And then you start putting smaller boxes on top, and however many of the smaller boxes they fill up, then at the end of the year, take that.
Now, you keep saying you're waiting for more hives. That means you're waiting for UPS to deliver more bees to you?
Exactly. Well, we're going to go drive to a place in Missouri, southern Missouri, down so far away over here, and get them.
Are there a lot of beekeepers in the area that you know of? Do you belong to an actual group? Or?
They do have groups. No, I don't. I haven't became a member of anything yet. I've only know of a couple, but I think it's like anything else. The more you get into it, the more you realize that there's a bunch of people that do this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
have you been stung yet?
Yes. Right on the head. It was dumb. I didn't put the hood on because I got this.
Why would you not put the hood on?
Because I'm young still and pretty dumb. But I'll tell you what, I only made that mistake once.
Kyle Buettner. Kelly, you want to stick around and continue the conversation with him next hour? I'm going to. You can stick around.
No, I think it's fascinating, but I can't.
All right. She's got to work. She's got that Channel 5 thing going on.
No.
9 o'clock, KTRS St. Louis.